Hey guys, and welcome to Animalia's Stars and Stripes, our Independence Day special for 250 years of American freedom. Today was Friday, July 3rd. If you're watching this on the 4th, I hope you're sitting down with your hot dogs and hamburgers and having fun. So, this series will be called Animalia's Stars and Stripes, an Independence Day Animal Podcast by Owl Speak the Nightwing. Today, we've got the red, white, and blue format and land, sky, and sea. So today is Friday, July 3rd. We're talking about American creatures of the land. Yes, this segment is called American Creatures of the Land. So, things to know right now is that 32,000 wild species total live in the US, out of which 7,000 or 21.9, or simply 22% of all the species living in the United States are only found in the United States. And scientists believe that this is likely an underestimate. Scientists also estimate that there are 487 species of mammals. And one of those is the pronghorn, which is the sole survivor of its genus that lived 25 million years ago. 25. That is an extraordinary long time, like almost prehistoric. It is the fastest land mammal in the Western Hemisphere, and unfortunately, it hasn't changed at all. Its speeds are actually used against an extinct apex predator believed to be a big cat like an American cheetah, which is unfortunately discontinued. There are other creatures to talk about, such as, you know them, you love them, bison. Before the Europeans came, there were between 30 and 60 million of the animals, and they were the dominant herbivore on North America. And then in 1903, that number had dropped to only 1,650, a staggering decrease. It isn't a decrease, it's a decline, and it's not even a decline. It's a fucking collapse. The main reasons for their collapse was due to overhunting, drought, and competition. Fortunately, they were brought back by conservation efforts, and is now the national mammal of the United States. And I want to clear this up. This is not a buffalo. The buffalo is actually native to Africa. Like, what is that buffalo you talk about? Cape buffalo? Yeah. Prairie dogs. They are keystone species that inhabit much of the Midwestern and Central US. They are a keystone species, I probably said that already, that creates habitat for other creatures like black-footed ferrets. And here's the thing about bighorn sheep. They never shed their horns. And instead, they grow those horns throughout their life. And they can also develop spots. Did you know they have they've helped scientists actually discover the age of an animal. It's actually quite neat when we think about it. And then we've got a conservation story about the Florida panther. It is a subspecies of mountain lion. It has once lived all throughout the southeastern US, but its habitat shrunk to southern Florida. Only 230 animals remain, all in America. The worst days of its life saw as low as 20 individuals due to human activity. The new Florida Panther National Wildlife Refuge protects more than 2,600 acres of their habitat. This animal, the red wolf, had it even worse. Think of the red wolf as the southern and eastern wolf, and the gray wolf as the northern and western. The red wolf was extinct in the wild, all in captivity, with only 14 left. But in 1987, they were repopulated in North Carolina, making it the first ever time an extinct in the wild animal was brought back. 270 animals exist, with 25 or less in the wild, and the rest are captive and in breeding programs. The Gila monster is the largest lizard found native to North America, and one of a few venomous lizards in the world. It bites the venom into the prey. Why did I say that? And it spends up to 95 of its life underground as a subterranean animal. And it's found only in the southeastern United States and northern Mexico. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you live in the sagebrush biome. It is the largest ecosystem in the US, accounting for 1/3 of the continent. It is threatened by land decisions, wildfires, and invasive species. Land decisions being where we put our roads. Wildfires caused by extreme heat exacerbated by greenhouse gases. And invasive species that humans brought here for cooking or for pets. And we've also got wild horses. Wild horses are native. No, they're not. But they're not invasive either. It's a gray zone. Let me explain. These horses are majestic, yes, but the issues with the government and the tribes around them cause some unforeseen problems. A lot of the wild horses were actually descendants of previously domestic animals that are bold and have fewer natural predators. While they are not invasive, the species can grow out of control and strip some lands of vegetation. The Virginia opossum is the only marsupial of the United States. A little side note, marsupials are part of the mammalian family Marsupialia. Marsupials are those members, and they will give birth to underdeveloped joeys who will then be placed in a pouch to continue developing, different from therians, or those of the group Theria, as they make up the majority of mammals and all the developing happens inside the body before they are born. I'll make a longer part on that probably soon. But yeah, American wildlife is a story of evolution, biodiversity, and recovery. from the perils of critical endangerment to a now thriving population. Science is ever advancing and keeping species alive enough to make a comeback. So this 4th of July weekend, if you see a mammal, remember that 32,000 animals exist here. Remember that we put up a fight to save them and have them where we are now. And most importantly, celebrate them. They're a part of what makes America the land it is. We are Dark Knight Dragons. Love y'all. And peace.